everyone, it's Bonnie here, and today I'd like to share with you a new project that I made, and this is a design team project for Kitty Scrap Post, and I used this newest collection, and it's called Painted Ladies ATC set. And so these are the images that come in this set, and let me bring you in a little bit closer so you can see. Aren't they gorgeous? Look at her, how pretty. Isn't that pretty? Look at her dress, how gorgeous and romantic. And this one here, look at how pretty. And then this one over here. Louisa does an amazing job with these images. See, there's a little butterfly on her hand. Isn't that beautiful? So love these. I just love these vintage inspired images. Look at how beautiful her dress is. And then, oh my gosh, look at her hair. Isn't that amazing? Or hat, I should say. Her hat. And she's got a wicked romantic dress on as well. And then this one here, she's pondering. So beautiful. She reminds me of like that movie Sense and Sensibility. They wear those like empire dresses and wear their hair up like that. That's like one of my most favorite movies. Okay, so anyway, on to my project. I created this here, and it is a, let me just get it straight here. It's a doily book, and I've seen some of the girls making these and was so inspired watching Maggie's creation, and just recently Patrizia's. So thank you, girls, for your inspiration. Just move this here. I made mine in a vintage style, and I just took all of these laces here and just tied them around this ring. So I have this one here that I tea dyed, which is wicked pretty. And here's just some strips of cloth that I, just ripped down so it gave it a tattered look. And then there's this one right here, which is really pretty, that I used an avocado stain on. It didn't come out in that pinky tone, but I do like how it looks. And then there's this one here, very beautiful, and these are all just from my own stash that I have. I thought I had a tatting one in here, but I guess I didn't put it in. I have a hard time using my tatting. Okay, so the first page is this, and there are quite a lot of doilies. So there's this one here, this round one here, and this was an applique that went all the way around here. See the pretty flower? And then there's another one. So that was like a larger applique here. This here, this piece here, and these little pieces here, I got in a rack from Neri. Thank you, Neri, so much. And these were dyed with avocado skins. And here is a flower that I created, and then a couple of more vintage doilies underneath that. And I just tucked this tea-dyed cotton trim here, and then this here is a beautiful like vintage eyelet trim that I did a running stitch and kind of made a flower around there. So that is that page. And oh, I forgot, this right here was some dangle trim that I had. Actually, yeah, that's on this side. That's okay. Alright, so the next page is this, and I use this beautiful image. I just love her, so beautiful. And I put this crocheted lace around her. All the images are printed on fabric. And then over here I just have some more vintage doilies. Some, you know, already came, you know, vintage colored, aged, and some I tea dyed, like this little piece here. And then I have this button. I think I have another one there. Oops. And see how some of them still have the thread through them? I like that. I like that look a lot. So, I have this beautiful sheer lace. It was just a piece that I had in my stash. I kind of save everything that I can. And here is another doily stuck behind there. And that is the big doily that I started the book with. And then I have this dangle trim here that I also dyed with the avocado. And here's more of that trim here from Neri. I just love it. I love how that came out. It's like I said, it's not as pink as I wanted it to. There are some ladies that can use the avocado and just, you know, give that really deep pink, you know, vintage color. Here's more lace here that I also got from Neri, I think. And I also use the avocado dye on that. So, and then I just put the ring right through the doily. So these pages are pretty thick. there's a lot of lace and doilies in there. So the next page, I have this one here. Isn't she beautiful? And with her, I use this fun lace all the way around. Yeah, I may have gotten this from Lavish Laces, because I dyed these a long time ago and just haven't used them yet. So that could be from Lavish Laces. And then I use this vintage cheesecloth that I picked up at the secondhand store, and it is vintage. The color of it is just amazing. And then I have a couple more doilies back here. This one's tea dyed. And I have here another button with one of these here and another one here. And then I just strung some of these pearls through there. Isn't she beautiful? And then the next page is this one here. And I thought this one came out really, really beautiful. So I used this image here. And you notice this one's not in color. It's this one here that I used. And see how she has like a, you know, pale pink? Well, I wanted mine more vintagey color, so I just changed the color. So you can change the size, the color, you know, whatever, crop them, you know, use it as needed. I needed smaller pictures for this. So I cropped to a smaller size and changed the color. So then I put this beautiful trim around here that I also used the avocado dye. So pretty. And then here's a doily here. and I kind of just flapped it over because I didn't want it, you know, that large. And then I added this trim here, and then this one going across, and 2 little buttons here. And this beautiful cluster of flower is, there's a doily there. And then I used this beautiful trim here and just did a running stitch, and added this vintage doily and this flower here. So that is that page. I thought that came out beautiful. And the next one is this one here, and this is the one with the big hat. And again, see how I made her dress a really lighter color than the original. See, here's the original color. And then here how it's more of a lighter pink. So I used this tatting and went around her frame. And I, believe me, I use this sparingly, but it just matched this beautifully. And then I have this lace doily going around that. And here's more of that dangle trim that I had in my stash. And these are just like bits and pieces that I had that I just threw in the pot when I was doing my tea staining. And then over here I just have tons of little doilies, and there's a lot back there. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 layers there, and then I have this one, and I think, yep, that's it. And then I just adhered these loose pearls all around. So that's what that page looks like. Again, she is so beautiful. So beautiful. And then there's this page, is one of my favorites because of this trim right here. And I just love how it frames her. Isn't she so pretty with her her little butterfly, and see her little cheeks, they're all blushed. And so I used a doily around that. These are all vintage doilies. And then a doily here too. That one there. And then here's more of that trim that I dyed with the avocado. I think that's it on this side. This is just a piece of trim, some cotton trim that I had, and I just stuck that under there. It's just like a little piece. So I added that there. And then the next page is this one here, and this is another one of my favorites because I just love her, and I love her dress. And again, I changed the color. See, on this one, it's more of a pink, and this one I made it more of a sheer color because, like I said, I did this in vintage. And I have a whole thing of beautiful doilies here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers there, and then this little piece here. And then I have this here, also Neri gave me, and I tried to stain that, but it didn't take the color like at all. So that's what that looks like. And then here's more of that that piece of oh, actually no, that's a wedding applique. This is a wedding applique that I used my avocado skins. Yeah, that one came out really good. See how it's like a pretty pinkish color? Very, very pretty. That one took to the dye very well. So that is that page. And then the last page is, it's pretty plain. I just added, you know, doily after doily. So there's this piece here. It's just like a little piece that I had in my stash. That. And then these two, and then this beautiful vintage color. I love that. And then one of these here. So that is my design team project for Kitty Scrap Post. These are the images, like I said, I used. They are so beautiful, and I can't wait to make some cards with these that I printed out. They're going to make beautiful vintage and shabby chic cards, or you can add them to boxes or whatever. So head on over and check out her newest collections. The I think she just listed also some things to put on your dominoes, beautiful images to decorate dominoes with, and I haven't gotten around to doing that yet. I've been working on this beautiful project that I wanted to do so much. So I hope you guys like it. Louise, I hope you like it too. And thanks everybody for watching, and have a beautiful day. Take care. Bye-bye.